If I was in a band, I thought, what should I call it? I'm 16 years old. I said, the Messengers, we're delivering the music that everyone wants to have caress their ears, their mind, their heart, and their soul. And sure enough, I started the Messengers, and I put together a group. First with my best friend in the world, Gary Youngberg. Then we found this guy, killer, Greg Simmons, who is a guitarist that was, he was a musical prodigy. He could hear music and he owned all of it. He owned every piece of the orchestration. He was academically challenged, but musically, he was a prodigy. And I had him. And then we got the top singer from another group to be the lead singer. And Gary Youngberg went out and got a organ, the fourth electric organ. Electric organs were a brand new phenomena. They didn't exist, except all of a sudden, Gary did a little homework. There was no internet yet. Found it, and we got the fourth one in America. And I got a Fender bass guitar. We bought all the equipment. Now remember, as a little kid, at 9 years old, I started selling greeting cards and making money. So I had money in my little bank account, and it's under my name. My dad was there, but he didn't have to co-sign. I went in, pulled out the money, bought the instrumentation. We went down the music union. They did not want us to join. These guys were all long hair, butter and bread guys that played violins and accordions, and they were making $17 an hour, and they don't want these young whippersnappers. I said, look, we are not your competition. We're doing what the kids want, not what you are playing Lawrence Welk with the little bubbly music and all that, which my mom and dad danced to, and they're really good at waltz and all that, and they taught my brothers and I that at the Danish Brotherhood. But the fact of the matter is, I said, these kids want what you don't deliver. You are not playing the music they want. So after about an hour and a half discussion, I remember by this time I have 5 band members. Gary and I are discussing this with this old guy who's smoking a cigar, saying, we don't want you in the union. I said, you do want us in the union. We're going to make you a lot of money, and yeah, we're going to get $17 an hour, but I don't want any of the jobs you got. We are doing something I didn't know then. What I teach now is grow rich in your niche. This is a brand new phenomenon. The Beatles, and then the Rolling Stones, and then the Kinks, and then the Dave Clark Five. We've played all our stuff, and we're rich enough to go to watch them live, right? We would drive out of Waukegan, Illinois into Chicago and watch them, and then we watched all the other bands. And on Friday and Saturday night, we would go to the bands and sit there, and during the break, I would pay the band members to have a drink because they always wanted free booze. And I said, well, just tell us who you play with, who you talk to, what instrumentation, what songs do everybody want? So I took copious notes then, like I do now. I've been a good student because you got to learn, then you got to earn, then you got to return. And they were returning what little they knew. But I did all the bands just like I do in the book business. I know all the people because most people study with one person and think that's enough. I think you got to be eclectically wise. I think you got to see all the potential. And all the potential is really an inside-out job where you go to the spiritual world where all things are possible. And it was possible for me to have a high profitable, high ROI, return on investment band, the likes of which nobody had ever seen when I'm 16, 17, 18, and just clean up.